Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to a new bus update. I know it has been quite a while since I have filmed a bus update, but that's mainly because I have not had anything worth filming. Like there's really not been much going on. Because honestly, the end of June into the beginning of July was very hot. So wanting to be here was, not really high on my priority list. Um, so it is a lot nicer now than it was. It's a lot. I mean, it's warm, but it's not like crazy hot, like where it's too much to be on the bus. But anyways, so the most recent update is 50 now has a set of new batteries. Um, it had been giving me some trouble to where I almost was jumping the bus every time I was here. So I just went ahead and got new batteries in it because based off of everything I was seeing and having just went through the whole alternator thing with 45, I eliminated the alternator because the alternator does work. It's charging the batteries. Um, the batteries that were in this were put in at the beginning of 23, which I kind of figured, I know that's kind of young for batteries, but with the bus sitting as much as it did before I got it, I just kind of figured, the batteries probably aren't as strong as they should be. So I just went ahead and replaced them. So 50 has a new pair of batteries, of course. So aside from that, I haven't really gotten to do anything else, like the warning light that needs replaced, or paint work, or really anything else I've wanted to do yet. I'm hoping to get the warning light replaced before too much longer, because I do have the bulb. I just need a ladder, and I can't fit a ladder in my car. So, I tried pulling 45 up behind it and using 45 as a ladder of sorts, but that didn't really work out for me. So, yeah, got to get a ladder here somehow. Um, when it comes to 45, I need to get the horn replaced because I do not have an operational horn on that bus. So, and I don't really feel comfortable taking it out on the road without an operational horn. So, that's something I need to do. I don't know if I'm going to get to any kind of major paint work this summer with the hood as much as I want to. I just don't know. There's all kinds of things that need to be done with 45 paint wise, so I'm not going to repeat all that because I think I've pretty well talked about that before. But the big thing is this hood. It needs paint work because just looking at it right now, I almost regret swapping the hoods, even though I know the old hood had its issues. I don't know. There's just something about this hood that I guess it's how awful, like it's dirty paint, there's clear coat peeling. I mean, it needs some work. And once it has that work, I don't think it'll be a bad hood. But aside from that, the horn needs to be done. I also need to figure out 50's horn situation because I think one of the horns is out. So that's, two horn related issues, but at least 50 has a horn on it. None of 45's lights or anything need replaced at this time. I need to get a number for the hood, but I'm not going to do that until all the paint work and stuff is done to this hood because that makes no sense. Let's see, for 3, of course nothing's changed with 3. I mean, I don't really have anything that I'm doing with 3. I say this every year, and every year nothing happens with it. But I truly do need to go through this and organize the parts because as you guys can probably see or have seen, if I can open the door, there's a lot in here and it all needs to be organized. Let me get up in here real quick. But it all needs to be organized. There's just so much in here. Ever since I got this hood, it just took up a lot of room. Ever since I got this hood, it took up a lot of room that I could have put a lot of stuff in, but I'm not able to because obviously the hood's here. I guess I could always get rid of the hood, but I kind of don't want to, just because it's a first-gen hood, and I have a first-gen, and you just never know. As much as I paid for this hood, I just feel like it would just be worth it to hold on to it in case I need it for some reason. Yeah, so there's all this stuff that's in this bus that just, needs, sorry, I got distracted looking at something. But there's just all this stuff in this bus that needs to be organized. I mean, I've got so much that a lot of it doesn't even go to buses that, I have. And I know I've mentioned before about trying to figure out who needs what and getting it to them, because, I mean, it's more stuff than I'll ever need, and it's obviously a lot of stuff that I don't even really need because it doesn't go to my buses. But it's the whole preservation thing. But that's why I've got all this stuff, to keep it from getting trashed and to get it to the people who might actually need it for their buses. So, you got an old bus and you need something, email me. I might actually have it. I don't know. Or I could possibly find it for you. So, I'd say it's probably pretty evident that at this point, I don't think any of my plans for 3 are going to get anywhere. Just because it needs a lot of work that I don't have the money, time, or placing to do as much as I'd love to. So, yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's where we're at. Yeah, that's pretty much it on 3. But like I said, if you've got an older bus and there's something you need, just email me. I may actually have it, or I may know somebody who would have it. But yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. Oh, before I forget, I do have 2 tour videos from Little Miami. See, I wanted to get more than 2, but the weather decided to not cooperate, and I got rained on, so I was only able to get 2. But those videos will be out. Today I filmed a video on some IC brochures that I recently got. I guess one other thing for Bus Update, I accidentally broke this, so the little piece that the screw goes into is broken, so now that needs to be replaced. The screw's right there, but let's see if I can get that back in there. The way I did this, that piece of plastic fell on the floor. But the way I did that, one day in my frustration with the batteries doing their not wanting to work with me thing, I smacked the wheel pretty hard, and I hear the screw fall out on the ground, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. So then that's when this pops up, and I'm like, oh, I broke it. So yeah, over here breaking things. But anyways, that is actually truly it now. So with that being said, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. And yeah.